Okay, perfect. Okay, so for tonight, basically, we did a session a couple weeks ago and kind of focused on all the social media aspects and all the tips and tricks as far as posting. And so tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a hypothetical as far as anyone that you would invite on a Zoom or face to face as far as doing the presentation. And for these purposes, we're going to pretend that an individual came to us and they're interested in not only utilizing the drops, but they're also interested in the business. And the reason that I point that out is because every single Zoom and or face-to-face meeting, whichever it goes, even a three-way call, every single one of them is going to be different. So the main thing you want to do is you want to find out from the recipient, whether it's your direct customer or potential brand partner, or maybe it's someone in your downline or upline that you're tag teaming with. You want to kind of get a little bit of information so you know what you're walking into, because the last thing you want to do is to overwhelm someone with all this information, and in their mind they only had one focus. They were only coming to you because they wanted the products at cost, or they were only interested in the business part and not necessarily utilizing the products. Whatever it may be, that's really important because you want to be able to gear your conversation the best way possible for them. So for this call, like I said, we're going to pretend like an individual came to us and they're interested in the business as well as utilizing the products. And so I am going to share my screen and run through the presentation as if this was a potential prospect. And then at the end, we will have enough time for Q&A that you guys can ask any type of questions, kind of pick my brain, and we can kind of bounce off some ideas with each other, because I do believe that this is a team effort. And I don't have all the answers, but I definitely like to see the different perspectives from many people presenting, because everyone's going to present differently. So give me 1 second and I'm going to share my screen and get to our presentation. All right. So now I'm going to go into the whole role playing. So I have a potential prospect as well as one of my downline or upline team members. So there's 3 of us on the call, and this is how I'm going to start. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're so excited to tell you about our products as well as the business side. I hear that you are interested in not only utilizing the products for yourself, but also interested in maybe making some extra money. So this is very laid back, very casual. Please interrupt me along the way if you have any questions, or feel free to wait till the very end. And I do want to point out that you do not have to give us your decision on this call. I want you to feel that you have options, and I want you to know that you have time to make your decision. So please do not feel obligated in telling us right here and now. We're just here to share this huge, exciting news that we have on all these products, as well as an amazing company that we've had the privilege of being a part of with you. So without further ado, we are Partner Co. We actually partnered with 13 to 14 different companies. And as of February of last year, that's 2023, we then became Partner Co. with all those companies under one umbrella. We are a global business in over 57 countries, which is super exciting. And we are continuing to grow. Now is the best time to join us. We are just booming and just filled with so much excitement with all the products that we have to offer. Now, we do have over 100 products, as you can see on your screen. We have products that help balance hormones, increase your energy, athletic performance, collagen, better sleep, gut health, you name it, more than likely we have it. Actually, my children take the vitamins as well as the energy drinks. And myself, I actually started on one product, which we'll talk about this evening, and that's the drops. I believe that that's the true foundation to us getting healthy. But what I found is just being told about that one product, I actually found many other products, and now I'm taking 23 different products. I know it may sound crazy. It was completely by choice. And within those 23 products, I have shifted over all my vitamins, any of my shakes, my energy drinks, because why wouldn't you want to get it all from one location? And the best part is they're all natural products, no negative ingredients. So that was a huge plus for me. I actually, when I found Partner Co., I was looking to lose the weight that I had gained after having half my thyroid taken out. So I was fixated on losing the weight. But what I found was that when I started those drops, I all of a sudden had increased energy, better sleep, positive vibes overall, things that I wasn't even looking for. And then the weight came off. So that was a huge plus for me. Little did I know that there were other areas in my life that could definitely become better. So, with that being said, one of the biggest things that sold me on this company as well as the products was that all of our products are created by doctors backed by science. And one thing that they have in common is a no compromise philosophy. There's absolutely no negative ingredients whatsoever. And to me, that was extremely comforting, especially when I wanted to share with all my family and friends, and obviously make sure that my children were able to have the products as well as they continue to grow. They'll be able to experience more of the products, obviously. But this was a huge piece that really sold me on this. And I've gotten to know a lot of these individuals. Dr. Ray Strand, our chief medical officer, is a phenomenal speaker. He actually still has a private practice. And within his private practice, he actually implements not only the drops, but all of our vitamins to all of his patients. So, again, that was something that was extremely positive to me and a checkbox on my list. Dr. Crystal Vance, she actually is a phenomenal lady as well. All these individuals are fantastic. But she created the Circle of Health, the Facebook group, which you may or may not be familiar with. That's the one that we add all of our droppers in, whether they're in the business side and or they're just utilizing the product. It's a great resource, full of information, full of professionals as well as individuals that maybe this is their first rodeo and they have never gone down this alley before as far as health and wellness. So fantastic. Kristen White is also another guru in the health industry. She actually has her own gym, and she's extremely knowledgeable as far as the nutrition side with all of our vitamins and supplements, as well as many other products. So, again, like I said, this was one piece that really sold me on the product. Didn't have to do any more explaining once I heard this and saw the additional research. So, like I said, for this purpose, we are only going to focus on the drops. And as you may be aware, they are all natural, safe, and effective, stimulant and hormone free. And the reason that we only focus on this one product is because if we were to hone in on all the various products that we offer, more than likely you would get very overwhelmed and you'd probably close the door and say, forget it. I know I would have ran away faster than you could say stop. So with that being said, we are just going to focus on the drops. And like I mentioned previously, I started on the drops and then I found all the additional products. And here I am today on 23 products and just blossoming in so many different areas of my life and just feeling absolutely amazing. And I know that there's many others that can say that as well. So again, you may be aware of this, so bear with me. But these drops do help balance out your hormones. They will curb your appetite, boost your mood, support your thyroid, stabilize your blood sugar. Like I mentioned, I had half my thyroid taken out and ended up gaining that weight. And like I mentioned before, those positive benefits that I actually experienced was a lot more than just the weight loss, even though I was looking to get that weight off. And here I am, 72 pounds lighter after being on these drops for 10 months now, as well as the additional products, and feeling great. But, what I tell people is whenever I present this, I present it from a health aspect. because whether you feel like you need to lose weight or don't need to lose weight, every single individual out there today, men and women, I can guarantee you can at least be healthier than what they are. So whenever I'm talking about these to any potential customers or potential brand partners, I do try to talk about it from a health standpoint opposed to the weight loss. And what I tell them is that, yes, these are positive um, pieces that you will experience with the drops. However, the added benefit is the weight loss, and it perks their ears up a lot more, as well as we are able to focus on the health standpoint. And that way they can look at the additional benefits and not worry about the weight loss, as that will come in due time. So this is our approved food list. You may or may not have already seen it. It is available in the booklet that comes with the drops. And this was created by our number one diabetic doctor in the US. So there was a lot of thought that went in behind this. And you have probably already noticed that a lot of these foods you already eat in one form or fashion. Super easy to follow. What I tell individuals is whether you follow the list or not, you will have results. It's just a matter of how fast do you want those results and how long do you want to stay healthy. Me personally, I would like to stay healthy the rest of my life. I would like to live a long, healthy life. I'm going to be honest, I do not follow this 100%, but I do follow very closely so that I can have the utmost results. And with that being said, I'm very forgiving of myself. So if I'm at a party and I decide to have a bite of cake because we're celebrating, I'm not going to tell myself, no, you can't. I just know that I'm going to keep taking my drops, and I will make sure to stay on point, and I will be forgiving of myself in the event that I would like that bite of cake. But like I said, these foods are very easy to follow, and I have not had very many people that have said that they can't follow this. And if they say that they're not able to follow it, we do work together and we find out what's going to work for them. Because, yes, I understand that not everybody's going to like your vegetables or your fruits, whatever it may be. And that's the whole thing about working as a team, is we can figure out what's going to work best for you so that you can also have healthy results. So these next few slides, these pictures speak 1,000 words, so I won't belabor. But this is Kristen White, who I mentioned previously, owning her own gym, and she's a huge advocate for our company. I've really gotten to know these individuals, and they have done a phenomenal job, not only on their own health journey, but now they're very successful within the business. Ursula, mother of six, she's had great success and just booming in the business. These individuals are amazing people. Alan Schultz, obviously you can see with the pictures that he has lost weight and inches, but the biggest piece is he's off 3 medications because he has gotten to a healthy stage. And I could not be more excited for him. Again, another fantastic individual. Misty Isis, again, similar story where she had personal results and she's booming in the business. You have Robin. All of these are various body types and have different health goals, but they've all been extremely successful. I'm going to stop on Dr. Crystal for a second. She, like I previously mentioned, she's the one that created the Circle of Health, and she is also a huge advocate for Partner Co. as well as our SlenderX drops. But the reason that I stop on her is, for one, she not only lost 162 pounds, as you can see with these pictures, but she's been able to keep that off for 6 years. And to me, that is incredible. That speaks so much, because there are so many things out there on the market these days that, you take it and you get off of it and immediately you gain it all back, or your health goes down the gutter again. And she is a prime example of something that works. She actually had a private practice in Wyoming and ended up selling that, and does this completely full time. She is an awesome resource, a phenomenal lady. And, I'm so happy that she's a part of this and she's able to help us with any questions that we may have as we're on our health journey. So Terry and Ashley, phenomenal ladies as well. And again, they all had personal results, positive results, and then now they're booming in the business. Amy and Andrea as well. So, like I said, I've gotten to know these individuals and they are phenomenal people, all various walks of life, and all had major success. So, this is the last piece that we like to tell people. We like to tell them of the options. And I don't know about you, but I don't like being told what to do. But if you tell me that I have options and make it sound like I have a complete choice, then I'm all in. So, first and foremost, you can be a customer, which is a great win-win for everyone. If you were to get the product off of our company site, you'd spend a little over $200. But if you get it from myself or another brand partner, for example, we have the ability to buy in bulk. And so we can sell it to you for $150 a box. So obviously you're saving a little more than $50 a box, which is a great deal. But the piece that we really like to tell people, especially if you're going to be on the drops for longer than a month, and we like to tell people if you can at least give it 90 days, you will have not only the ultimate results, but you will also be able to get your body in a system and in rhythm as far as your health journey, and you'll see not only the most ultimate results, but you'll also continue. And I can guarantee that you'll see additional results that you weren't even looking for. I can definitely tell you from experience. But when I was told about this option too, it is the absolute best $30 I ever spent. And regardless if you are just joining to get the products at our cost or you actually want to make something of it, it's completely your choice. It's a one-time $30 fee. And because you mentioned earlier that you're interested in the business side, I do want to point out that you will have a back office. You will have a share app that corporate actually updates regularly and gives us all the marketing tools that we need. We also have free trainings and Zooms available, as well as additional apps available. And again, all of that's inclusive of this one-time $30 fee. So to me, that's kind of a no-brainer, regardless of which way you go. But with that being said, when I personally paid the one-time $30, my goal was if every month I could get a 4-pack and I could sell 3 boxes. I mean, who doesn't know 3 people that could benefit from these drops? Then I could get mine for free. So to me, that was a fantastic goal because if I did that, then I knew that I could stay on the drops at no cost. So what I found is within the first 2 weeks, actually, I had surpassed that goal. And here now, I actually have more goals, different goals, because I've been able to surpass this one 4-pack goal. And the biggest piece is not only is it a better deal for everyone around, but excuse me, it's something that you can stay on for as long as you would like. And the best part, the product sells itself. I mean, it is a phenomenal plant-based product that just does wonders to any individual. Like I said, whether you need to lose weight or not, whether you feel like you need to be healthier or not, this is the best piece that we like to tell people. If you are willing to do that $30, the 4-pack is definitely the way to go. And as soon as you start posting and getting out there and just sharing, because we don't like to say we sell, you're going to surprise yourself and you'll actually end up having to get a bigger package because people will be beating down your doors for this product. And like I mentioned, this is actually the option 3. But like I mentioned, as far as posting just a second ago, so we actually, these individuals, this has been quite some time ago, but all these numbers represented at that time how many boxes those individuals had sold by way of social media. And the great thing is that that's an additional resource that we have at our fingertips. We have all the before and after pictures and the testimonies laid out for us in one app. That we are able to post and not have to reinvent the wheel. So even yourself who's interested in the business, you don't have to wait for your results. You can utilize other people's testimonies and results. And in the meantime, you can really get to know these individuals because we're one big family. I've gotten to know all these individuals very well. Phenomenal people, like I said, all different walks of life, but we're here for one main thing, and that's we want to be healthier and we want to help others to be healthier as well. So like I mentioned, one of the resources, this is actually a snippet of our boards app, and this is constantly updated by some of our amazing leaders. We have text scripts. So again, you don't have to figure out what you're going to say. You'll see that 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle of your screen. That's going to be the social media 4 weeks worth of post. So because you're interested in the business side, here's your 4 weeks that once you commit, we can then set aside some time and we can train on this and get you set up for your first month of post. And I can guarantee you, like I said before, the products sell themselves. So they will be beating down the door, wanting their very own box and possibly wanting to join our team as well. And our last piece is going to be this 10 pack. Like I mentioned, the 4 pack was that short term goal. This 10 pack, as you realize that you have more individuals that are interested, this is the best deal. And if you buy 10, obviously using one, that would mean you would sell 9. You could earn a profit of $500. And the best part is that we pre-sell. This is not something that we want you to get in and then get into debt. We all encourage you to pre-sell to collect the money on the front end and then place that order so you are not out any money. And this has been the best piece that's worked for me and many others. So without that being said, thank you for bearing with me through this presentation. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let us know. Like I said, you do not have to give us a decision right at this very moment, but we are here to help you in any way we can. And we thank you so much for being here. All right, guys. So with that being said, I'm going to open it up. If anybody has any questions or comments with the last few minutes that we may have, I'm happy to talk amongst ourselves or what have you. The floor is open.
Mary Ellen, I have a question. Did I say your name correctly? Mary Kathryn. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
My question is that I had someone that was interested and I did a host a post, but I was following the instructions, and near the middle of the instructions, it said for you to comment 6 to 8 before and after. Does that mean that I do that, or that person who's doing the host the post is responsible for that? That's why I was kind of confused.
Right. So you would do it because at this time they wouldn't have access because you're just giving them that one post to post to help you out. And so if you in the comments post that, it's going to boost the algorithm and potentially get that engagement going. And other people will start to comment because anyone that comments asking, you're the one that's actually going to be answering the questions. As that individual, you know, they won't know at that time.
Okay, so I'll be posting on my site, right? Not on there.
No, they'll post it on their Facebook and they'll tag you.
Okay.
And then that way you can respond to anybody that comments and still be, you know, kept in the loop.
Okay. So I do have another question. I know I'm asking a lot of.
You're fine.
I understand it. But I know it shows like the little bomb thing, the little cannonball. And then I noticed that it has a lot of before and after pictures. But some of them do not have a caption on top, like, hey, I lost, you know, this much weight and da 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 da. So what do I do with the ones? I know I'm asking a lot of questions. What do I do with the ones that do not have any post on top of it or any description on top of it?
Right. So for the host to post, I would utilize those before and after because you can just look at the pictures side by side and you don't really need any explanation. Okay. That's where I would utilize those. The only time I would worry about the caption is if I'm actually making my own post, like my 9 and 3 post. But for these purposes, you don't necessarily need the caption.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone else? All right. Perfect. Well, I know it was a small group, but I appreciate every single one of you guys being here tonight and letting me share with you guys. And if you have any questions at any point, I'm here to help in any way I can.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you guys. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Mary
too.
Catherine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kathryn, so
Mm.
much.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye-bye.